reading a book the other day.
Reading a book?
Yes, it's all about civilization or something. A nutty kind of a book. Do you know that the guy says that machinery is going to take the place of every profession?
Oh, my dear. That's something you need never worry about.
So many great comedy films came out in the 1930s that I was bound to neglect a few in my recent video. Let me acknowledge 6 of those films. Harold Lloyd was at his peak in the 1920s. Still, he made 2 memorable films in the 1930s, Movie Crazy, 1932, and The Milky Way, 1936. Let's focus on Movie Crazy. Movie Crazy follows Harold Hall, Lloyd, an aspiring actor who travels to Hollywood with dreams of stardom, only to find himself embroiled in a series of comic misadventures due to his clumsiness and naivete. The film reflects the era's fascination with the underdog story, a theme that resonated with audiences during the Great Depression. Topper, 1937, directed by Norman Z. MacLeod, is a supernatural comedy based on Thorne Smith's novel. The film stars Cary Grant and Constance Bennett as George and Marion Kirby, a fun-loving couple who die in a car accident and cannot move on to the afterlife until they perform a good deed.
Oh, George. You're getting transparent. You're fading.
Say, that's funny. I can see through you, too. Say, who's that?
It's us. You know something, George? I think we're dead.
I think you're right. It's funny, I don't feel any different.
No, either do I. Now I wonder what happened.
I don't know. I suppose pretty soon we'll hear trumpets and then off we go. I hope we go together, honey.
And so do I. No trumpets?
Oh, no trumpets. Marion, what do you suppose is the conventional thing to do now?
I don't know. We've never been conventional.
I think we tell someone our good deeds, and then they open up the beautiful gates and let us through.
Yes, but what good deeds have you done?
Oh, dozens.
Name one.
Well, I've,
The ghosts set out to help their banker friend Cosmo Topper, Roland Young, to break free from his stuffy lifestyle. A Slight Case of Murder, 1938, directed by Lloyd Bacon, is a crime comedy based on a play by Damon Runyon and Howard Lindsay. The film stars Edward G. Robinson as Remy Marco, a former bootlegger trying to go straight after the end of Prohibition. Instead, he becomes entangled in a series of comic misadventures. Robinson broke ground by spoofing his famous gangster roles. We would see this again with Marlon Brando in The Freshman, 1990, and Robert De Niro in Analyze This, 1999. You Can't Take It With You, 1938, directed by Frank Capra, is a romantic comedy based on the Pulitzer Prize-winning play by George S. Kaufman and Moss Hart. The film follows the romance between Alice Sycamore, Jean Arthur, and Tony Kirby, James Stewart. Capra's film is a celebration of individuality and nonconformity, contrasting the free-spirited Sycamore family with the uptight, wealthy Kirbys. The film's success lies in its heartwarming narrative and Capra's ability to blend humor with social commentary. It won 2 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. The Cat and the Canary, 1939, which stars Bob Hope and Paulette Goddard, follows a group of relatives who gather at a creepy mansion to hear the reading of a will. The relatives soon find themselves being terrorized by a mysterious killer. The film expertly uses suspense and humor to keep audiences engaged. The Cat and the Canary helped to solidify Hope's status as a star and demonstrated the viability of horror comedies. It created a template for balancing scares and laughs. I feel the most negligent leaving Deanna Durbin out of my discussion of 1930s comedies. Durbin starred in a number of the decade's best comedies, including 100 Men and a Girl, 1937, Mad About Music, 1938, and Three Smart Girls Grow Up, 1939. My favorite is 100 Men and a Girl. Durbin's films often featured themes of family, romance, and personal growth. Durbin's image as the girl next door contrasted sharply with the more glamorous and sophisticated portrayals of female stars of the period, making her a relatable and endearing figure to many. Hopefully, today's video served as an exploration of comedy's evolution in pre-war American cinema, highlighting the thematic and stylistic shifts through the lens of these seminal films.